We took a Pokemon Conquest fan game that has new maps and new moves and randomized it. At first, everything was looking great, but now we're up against kingdoms stacked with absurdly powerful Pokemon. And the worst part, I don't even know what lies beyond that. Can we actually pull this off? Well, let's find out. Also, let me know what other spin-off games I should play. Thanks. First, the Rock Kingdom. Looks manageable until I see that shiny Rayquaza. With our only way to win is to hold the central flag for 5 turns while battling in this rocky battlefield. And this wasn't easy. Everyone moves their troops into position, but this annoying mole rat won't leave Lucario alone. So we hit it with Scowl, drying it up with a mid-air sky drop. Meanwhile, Rayquaza charges straight for the flag. We set up Musharna for a rock blast, while Steelix gets double teamed by water moves. The water squad steps in, hosing him down with Scowl and burning both of them, cutting their attack power. With some more water pressure and a headbutt, Rayquaza goes down, and the banner is ours. Or so I thought. Because out of nowhere, Wigglytuff crits Musharna, then this stupid Magikarp comes in to take the banner. We blast it with water moves, burn it, and this pink idiot over here crits Magikarp while missing us. Serves you right. With the enemy in shambles, we reclaim the flag and secure victory. Also Pignite evolved and learn Thundershock. Fresh off the last victory, we step into the Dark Kingdom and immediately regret everything. Because staring us down are two freaking Arceus. And while their main attack is confusion, which isn't really a big threat, the real problem is their speed. You see, in good old Pokemon Conquest, speed doesn't just determine your movement range, but it decides if you and your opponent's attacks can actually land. So the higher the speed, the better it is you can dodge and land attacks. And with their god tier speed stat, we were missing a lot. But that's not even the worst part. They have this buffed up Chingling that's packing earth power, which destroys both Emboar and Lucario. Oh, and did I forget to mention about Arceus' spirit ability? You see, once they have low health, they just heal it back up and get an attack buff. Needless to say, we lost a lot, but after way too many attempts, we finally get a strategy. First, we get Crocodile in, and our first order of business, destroying that stupid bell. With the bell silenced for good, we tear through the rest of their team until we hit the Twin Gods. This is where things get dicey. We try everything. Crocodile's poison, Lucario's sky drop, even a flinch from Groudon. Anything to give us the upper hand. Most importantly, landing a freaking hit. Luckily, we have a secret weapon, our Emboar. See, our warrior ability allows us to move twice and raises our attack for the cost of our health. But Emboar has Spirit, which will heal us and further buff us. And that will be enough attack power to take out at least one of these gods. It's the perfect plan, until we get critted. This sucks. Somehow, someway, we were able to take down the first Arceus. But the issue now is we are running out of turns. And if we run out of turns, we automatically lose. And that's something I can't mentally handle right now after putting all this effort. Then suddenly, with just 2 turns left, out of nowhere, Drifblim lands a massive crit, securing us the win. Thank you. Thank you, you absolute legend. You're beautiful. The Poison Kingdom's next. And to win this one, we just need to grab 3 banners. And unfortunately for the enemy team, they're not that strong. And they keep sabotaging themselves by stepping in the poison puddles that give you poison. Like, what's wrong with you? We slowly gain momentum with each enemy troop falling until their leader Garchomp is all that's left, who we simply hose down, then Dragon Claw, making a nice simple victory without too much Poke BS. We fly high in the sky to the Flying Kingdom's battlefield full of banners and springboards. The battlefield's a bit chaotic with everyone rushing to the center Sky Island, but our first objective is to take Luxray out the picture since it nosedive. Then we double team one of their Zweilous. Next is their Persian, followed by another Zweilous, while Lucario keeps Luxray distracted by throwing it in the air. Gyarados is zapped, Luxray doesn't get to play the game, with the last Pokemon standing being Zebstrika, which somehow was the hardest thing to kill so far. It took 3 of our members constantly wailing at it for this striped donkey to finally go down. 3 new kingdoms appear, and our first target's the Steel Kingdom. Now, while their team is not scary at all, this map is insane. Like, the original map was just kind of straightforward, but this version's something else. We have banners, shock arenas, springboards, elevators, giant gears, and even a claw machine robot that just casually moved Pokemon across the map. it wasn't the enemy that was the problem, it was figuring out how to get to the right banner. We start strong, taking down enemies with ease, but every turn was like playing a game of where the heck do I even go. After too much trial and error, we finally get our bearings and take control of each banner one by one while the enemy just kind of watches. They can't do much. Next up, the Ice Kingdom, and after battling Pokegod twice, these regular Pokemon battles are pretty easy. At first glance, the team looks pretty lackluster. Then I see it. Another bell with earth power again. First thing we do, everyone weak to ground stays away from that stupid bell. Everyone except Lucario, who can airdrop and even flinch it, giving Darmanitan a perfect opening to spam Shadow Sneak on the rest of the enemies. Things go smoothly until Snorlax misses a vital bug bite, so we bring out the Emboar Spirit combo to knock out Gothita and secure a banner. The bell turns its sights on Darmanitan with earth power, so we retaliate by taking down Golbat, then Armado. Despite our progress, the enemy gets all 3 banners, but they have to hold them for 5 turns, and we're not gonna let that happen. Emboar shocks Sneasel, and the Lampent just wanders off. There is no reason for him to do that, not the brightest candle around. So we steal its spot and reward it with paralysis. With that, we beat the ring out of this little bell one last time, reclaim every banner, and secure victory. Now this one's my favorite kingdom, the Ghost Kingdom. The vibe here is incredible, the warlord is stunning, and the map is amazing. It goes from this graveyard to a haunted library, which really fits the theme for ghost typing. Anyway, we split up to claim banners, but right away this little Riolu gets paralyzed by a status flare, making it completely useless. So, out of our own mercy, we skydrop the poor little thing. But it had a secret item that burns every Pokemon around it. Meanwhile, Aggron's over here just missing Dragon Claws until it finally lands one, which crits, and one-shots their leader Haxorus. I guess that makes up for all those misses. Drifloon follows it up by landing a Hydro Pump straight on their Fire Monkey, sending it packing. At this point, the remaining banners are held by completely non-threatening Pokemon, so we split up, divide and conquer, and secure an easy victory. The final kingdom, Dragnor, the Dragon Kingdom. The ultimate showdown. We can only imagine what super powerful Pokemon does the great warlord Nobunaga has to destroy us. He has a freaking Magikarp.
You serious?
This is hilarious. How do you conquer half the region, beat 2 Pokegods with this fish? Honestly, I think it's karma finally catching up because we had to do so much to get to this point. This is about to be the Wait a minute. What is that Terrakion doing here? And why is it so strong? How does his #1 fan have a Pokemon that's leagues better than his own? Alright, it's battle time. We move carefully, but right away Shinx extends its range and lands a massive Volt Switch on him. Implosion. Rhydon follows up with an attack on Dialga, but immediately takes massive damage from the elemental nodes. So this guy has rocks for brains. Lucario grabs Gurdurr for a Skydrop World Tour, with Dialga finishing off Rhydon with Razor Leaf. Imagine getting smacked around by leaves from the God of Time. Empoleon retreats to a healing node with Emboar stepping up to take its place. Meanwhile, Zora lands a super effective crit feint attack on Drifloon. We reposition and fire off a straight Hydro Pump to wipe it out. Then I saw the worst thing imaginable. The God of Time misses its attack on the Magikarp. What the heck? You literally have all the time in the world at your hands to land that attack. Why are you missing? Against Magikarp, no less. Fortunately, we slap and scald the fox out of the fight. We crank up the pressure with Skydrop on Terrakion, Razor Leaf on Terrakion, and a Scold on Terrakion. And for our final move, we slap the fish. The rest of the team crumbles and we win. But the usual beam of light into capturing Arceus happens, where Nobunaga comes back for his last stand. And luckily for him, he has his normal final team, but it would have been funny if he brought that fish out again. We start by capturing some banners and skydropping their Lucario, but Nobunaga's counterattack is brutal. He sets Lucario ablaze, following up with his skydrop, then Rayquaza just obliterates Aggron, with our only saving grace being that Raichu could paralyze it before it causes more destruction. Raichu scurries back to defend our flag while Arceus lands the confusion on their Fire Monkey. The battle rages on as we attack enemies enemies across the banners, and Raichu becomes the MVP by holding down our defenses, because that's the only flag we've captured so far. Drifloon hoses down Aggron, freeing another banner, and then we Spirit Boost Arceus to land a double confusion on Lucario. But the most insane thing is, thanks to the paralysis, Rayquaza could barely do anything against our Raichu, leading to Raichu slapping down the great shiny Rayquaza. If that happened to me, I would quit being a warlord. With him down, the rest of the troops go down, and we have finally conquered the region as a true Pokemon warlord. And if you want more Pokemon Conquest warlording action, then click this video right here for part 1.